Hey guys, how's it going? Spinosaurus the King here, and before I get started with this video, if you are enjoying my content on YouTube, then please subscribe and turn on all notifications so you're alerted for my next video on YouTube. Leave a like and share my videos with everyone and post a friendly comment. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the top 5 most powerful dinosaurs on land backed up with Canon evidence in the Jurassic World franchise. Now, this is only talking about the Jurassic franchise, so please don't pull the real life dinosaurs card because Jurassic World dinosaurs and scientifically accurate dinosaurs are completely different, and real life dinosaurs shouldn't be used in Jurassic power scales or debates because of this. Now obviously the Mosasaurus is the most powerful, but in this video I'm going to be only focusing on land creatures that appear in the Jurassic World franchise instead of marine reptiles. So coming at number 5, the Tyrannosaurus from Jurassic World Dominion. The reason why it's at number 5 is the fact that it weighs apparently as much as 2 whales, and the fact that it's taller than the Giga and Rexy and has these massive claws and how aggressive it is. I do know that the Brachiosaurus or other longnecks we see are quite powerful. However, long-necked dinosaurs are very weak in the Jurassic World franchise, as even the Indominus-Rex, an 8-meter hybrid, one-shot at a Brachiosaurus, while the Indominus-Rex in Camp Cretaceous Season 1 also one-shot at a Brachiosaurus and easily killed 5 Apatosauruses, so the long-necked dinosaurs are just not powerful in the Jurassic World franchise. While Tyrannosaurus was able to put up a good fight to the Giga and even use its claws to kill the Giga with the help of Rexy throwing the Giganotosaurus into the Tyrannosaurus's claws. So the Tyrannosaurus is more aggressive and powerful than any other herbivores in the Jurassic World franchise, but who knows, maybe one day Tyrannosaurus will fight another herbivore and lose, which could prove me wrong, but for as of right now, I do believe it's the 5th most powerful due to its size, aggressiveness, strength, durability, and huge weight as well. But due to the fact that the Tyrannosaurus lacks intelligence, experience, and it's blind, I cannot put it above the next dinosaur that comes at 4th place. So coming at 4th place is the Tyrannosaurus-Rex. The T-Rex has the strongest bite force on land in the Jurassic World franchise by far, and it has lots of experience, and it may not be highly intelligent. However, T-Rex still has some signs of intelligence when it comes to hunting and surviving. Now, we have seen many T-Rexes in the franchise. Let's rank the strongest to weakest. So coming at number 1, it's Big Edie, because Big Edie survived an 18 to 20 meter long Spinosaurus, while Rexy barely survived the Giga and a late subadult to possibly even an adult Indom, because Claire said that the Indominus-Rex was either max size or close to max size when she said that the Indominus-Rex already outgrew her expected 15.2 meter long size when she said it's bigger than expected. Big Edie also has much better fighting experience too, since she is from Isla Sorna, while Rexy is from Newbar. Big Edie and Rexy are both 13.5 to possibly 14 meters long and about 5.6 to 6 meters tall at the head and weigh about 10 to 11 tons. The second strongest Rex in the franchise would definitely be Rexy from Jurassic World Dominion. Due to her experience and gaining a shitload of strength throughout the years, puts her at 2nd place. Now, at 3rd place, it would have to be the Bull Rex from Jurassic Park 3, because again, that Rex was fully grown, and because it fought the Spinosaurus, while we don't even know if the buck and doe ever even seen the Spinosaurus before, which I don't think they did, because there's 2 sides to Isla Sorna that are super far away, so if I had to predict, I don't think the buck and doe ever came across the JP3 Spinosaurus. The Bull Rex was also part of Sorna, where it had more larger carnivores to deal with than the other side of Sorna, such as Spinosaurus, Ceratosaurus, Carnotaurus, Baryonyx, and much more dangerous velociraptors than the tiger ones due to intelligence. The Bull Rex from Jurassic Park 3 was about 13 to 13.3 meters long, making it a full-grown adult, and was one of the original 7 T-Rexes bred in the 1980s. So, because of what I showed, I cannot put the buck and doe above the bull due to the bull having better fighting experience since it was on a more dangerous part of the Sorna, and the bull was around the same size as the buck, possibly even a tiny bit bigger, but roughly around the same size probably. Now, the next one is tricky. The buck or doe, who is stronger? Well, they're both around the same size, around 13 to 13.3 meters. However, we have seen more feats with the buck because the buck was able to one-shot a bus, while we haven't really seen much feats with doe. So because of this, I do think the buck is a bit stronger than the doe, and possibly it was a little bit bigger too. Now, the next strongest Rex in the franchise would have to be the Fallen Kingdom version of Jurassic World Dominion. I don't think it's as strong as the buck or the doe, because again, Rexy's out of her prime and she only gained some strength back in Fallen Kingdom. She didn't gain everything back. and the fact that she's old, so that's why I don't think she would beat the buck or the doe in that situation. The next strongest Rex after the Fallen Kingdom Rexy would have to be Jurassic Park 1 Rexy, because again, Jurassic Park 1 Rexy was in her prime. She had strength. However, I would not put Jurassic Park 1 Rexy above Buck. And the reason why I think Buck would defeat Jurassic Park 1 Rexy is because Rexy struggled and took forever to break a Jeep. And even when Rexy was done breaking the Jeep wasn't even that broken. She just threw it over the edge. While Buck in the Lost World in San Diego literally one-shotted a bus. So therefore, that shows that like Rexy might be a little bigger and weigh a bit more than the Buck, but she's not stronger because the Buck was able to one-shot a bus. The Buck has more fighting experience on Isla Sorna. It's more aggressive than Rexy, and it also appears to be faster too. Therefore, I do believe that the Buck would definitely beat Rexy in a one-on-one fight. Now, the next strongest Rex after Jurassic Park 1 Rexy would have to be the Prologue T-Rex from Jurassic World Dominion. I don't know the exact size of that, but it was probably anywhere from 12 to 13 years long, since that was supposed to be a scientifically accurate Rex, and we know that scientifically accurate T-Rexes are smaller than the Inja ones, so I'd say it's around 13 meters max, 12 meters minimum. But again, that Rex is not as strong as the other ones I mentioned, because the fact that it was easily beat by the Giga, while Rexy and Dominion, even out of her prime, put up a better fight than that T-Rex did. And we know that the Biosyn Giga is stronger than the Prologue one because it's more modified. Now, the next strongest Rex after the Prologue one, which would be the second weakest Rex in the franchise, is Little Edie, because again, Little Edie, I believe, is a subadult, and from what I've heard, she's around 11.7 to maybe 12 meters max, so she's not quite fully grown yet. Therefore, she's not going to be as strong as the other Rexes, and plus, we haven't really seen much feats with her. She didn't really do any damage, because I know, size doesn't mean everything. For example, Buck is smaller than Rexy by a little bit, but he still would beat Rexy because he has more feats and strength and experience. But the thing is, with Little Edie, we haven't seen what she's fully capable of doing. So as of right now, I don't think she's stronger than the other Rexes. However, maybe one day, if Little Edie ever returns, I'll get proven wrong. And I'll admit I get proven wrong if I ever do with Little Edie. Now, the weakest Rex in the franchise is definitely the Junior, because again, Junior was just a baby. He was not fully grown. Now, Junior fully grown could possibly be the strongest Rex in the franchise. We don't know. But as of right now, since we haven't seen what he's capable of doing when he's fully grown, he remains the weakest Rex until we see him return one day, if we ever do. So the next Rex, which will be behind Buck and Doe and the Prologue Rex, would have to be 2015 Rexy, because 2015 Rexy was very malnourished, so she was very skinny to anorexic looking, which is why her ribs were showing. So I know Rexy in 2015 is larger than Little Edie, but I still think Little Edie would beat 2015 Rexy, only because Rexy was malnourished and very weak. So therefore, 2015 Rexy would be next, and she would not be able to beat any of the other Rexes. But anyways, those are my rankings on who is the most powerful T-Rex to weakest T-Rex. So T-Rex definitely earns a solid 4th place, but due to the T-Rex's helped wins and how many times it lost against other carnivores same size of it or bigger, I cannot put T-Rex above the next 3 dinosaurs I'm about to list that are much stronger than the Tyrannosaurus-Rex. Number 3, the hybrid created by Dr. Henry Wu, the Indominus-Rex. The Indominus-Rex beats the T-Rex in almost every way except for bite force, teeth, weight, and bulkiness. The Indominus-Rex is much faster than the Tyrannosaurus-Rex. It's much smarter. It can camouflage. It's more durable than the Tyrannosaurus-Rex. It's more aggressive than the Tyrannosaurus-Rex. It's more brutal since it kills for fun. It has much longer and stronger arms and claws than the Tyrannosaurus-Rex. It's much longer and taller than the Tyrannosaurus-Rex, as the Indominus-Rex is 16.9 meters long when fully grown, and in Jurassic World she was about 16 meters long, possibly even 16.9, because again, Claire stated that the Indominus-Rex was either fully grown or very, very close to being fully grown in Jurassic World. So she was minimum 15.5 meters in Jurassic World, and I guess maximum 16.9, but on average probably around 16 meters in Jurassic World. And T-Rexes are only 13.5 to 14 meters long in the franchise and around 5.5 to 6 meters tall, so Indominus-Rex beats T-Rex in height and length as well. The Indominus-Rex has more armor than the Tyrannosaurus-Rex as well. So overall, Indominus-Rex is definitely a lot more powerful than the Tyrannosaurus-Rex and would definitely win to the Tyrannosaurus-Rex hands down. But here's the thing, now we get into the more interesting part. The Indominus-Rex versus the Jurassic World Dominion Giganotosaurus. Who would win and who is stronger? Well, let's find out right now. The Jurassic World Dominion Giganotosaurus has proven to be insanely powerful, as it didn't get any injuries from a very powerful, experienced Tyrannosaurus Rex. and didn't get any damage from the Tyrannosaurus claws until Rexy forced it into the claws, while the Indominus-Rex was covered in blood by a much weaker and much more inexperienced T-Rex. Sure, you could argue Rexy is much older in Jurassic World Dominion than she was in Jurassic World, but she's also much stronger and faster than she was in 2015, and more experienced too, which puts Dominion Rexy above 2015 Rexy. The Giga beat Rexy in 49 to 50 seconds and actually knocked out Rexy, while the Indominus-Rex only defeated Rexy in 58 seconds. Rexy wasn't knocked out or killed. So the Jurassic World Dominion Giga not only beat a T-Rex faster than the Indominus-Rex, it also beat a much stronger and experienced T-Rex than the Indominus-Rex did. Also, the Indominus-Rex was basically fully grown Jurassic World, as I said, so she was minimum 15.5 to 16 years long in Jurassic World, possibly even bigger. Indominus-Rex fights Rexy. You can clearly see the Indominus-Rex is a good 2 to 3 meters more in length than Rexy, and around 1 meter more in height at the most. So Indominus-Rex full grown would be barely stronger than what she was in 2015, because again, Indominus-Rex was extremely close to being fully grown in Jurassic World. Also, the Dominion Giganotosaurus is not just way more durable than the Indominus-Rex, it also has a stronger bite force, as it crushed a metal cage with no diff, while the Indominus-Rex couldn't even crush a glass gyrosphere with its teeth, which is much weaker than that metal cage. Also, Giga has more armor and spikes than the Indominus-Rex too, and has better battle IQ and can kill stronger T-Rexes faster than the Indominus-Rex did. And the fact that the Giganotosaurus was able to fight the buck and doe and come out on top, while Indominus-Rex struggled to a very old, weak, skinny, malnourished T-Rex, that also puts the Giga above the Indominus-Rex. And the fact that it took a Therizinosaurus and very powerful T-Rex to kill the Giganotosaurus, while Indominus-Rex was getting beat up badly by a puppy dog Velociraptor and a super weak and skinny T-Rex. Because of this, I cannot put the Indominus-Rex above the Giga. Maybe one day the Indominus-Rex and Giga return and they fight and the Indominus-Rex wins to prove me wrong. Or maybe one of the filmmakers will address this battle and say he was stronger. But as of right now, I will be putting the Giga above the Indominus-Rex because of the fact that it was able to take out a stronger Rex. It has a stronger bite force, more armor. It's much bulkier than the Indominus-Rex, and better battle IQ as well. However, it would be a good fight, so I'd say Giga would beat the Indominus-Rex with mid to high difficulty, better battle IQ. It has more armor, more experience, and it weighs more too, and has a stronger bite force. But in terms of who's bigger in length and height between the Dominion Giga and the Indominus-Rex, that's very debatable, because again, there's some sources that are saying Giga was 18 meters in Dominion, other sources are saying 15 meters. So I guess in size they're very similar, or maybe one of them is just a little bigger. So I'll just say they're about the same size and length for now until we get more proof on who actually was bigger. And the final part to this video is the Jurassic World Dominion Giganotosaurus versus the Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Spinosaurus. Who wins and who is the most powerful dinosaur in the Jurassic World franchise? Well, let's find out. So the Jurassic World Dominion Giganotosaurus took 49 seconds to knock out a very powerful and experienced T-Rex, but here's the thing. The Camp Cretaceous Spinosaurus took only 15 seconds to knock out a T-Rex that was confirmed just as big as Rexy and just as strong as Rexy, and that the fact that Big Edie was actually in her prime makes her stronger and faster than Rexy. And the fact that Big Edie comes from Isla Sorna gives her better fighting experience than Rexy as well. And here's the crazy part. The Spinosaurus was not even at full potential in the rematch scene in Camp Cretaceous when it beat Big Edie in 15 seconds, because the Spinosaurus was extremely weakened by mind control due to the fact that the Spinosaurus was not using his arms in combat at all in Camp Cretaceous Season 5. However, prior to mind control, he used his arms in Jurassic Park 3 a lot in combat, and used his arms in combat in Season 4 and even in Evolution 2. And Camp Cretaceous, it knocked out Big Edie with just his teeth, so if he was not mind controlled in that scene and was ready to fight and use his arms in that fight, then it would have been over a lot faster, making the Spinosaurus doing the exact same neck snap it did in Jurassic Park 3, but on Big Edie, which would end the fight in around 7 to 8 seconds max, since it was 15 seconds when he was being weakened by mind control. And when he's mind control, he's only at half potential, not full potential. So that was only 50% of his strength when he was fighting Big Edie in that scene. Also, the Camp Cretaceous Spinosaurus is more durable than the Giga, because when he was a subadult 13.3 meters in Jurassic Park 3, he survived being hit by a plane and by 6 massive explosive bullets in Camp Cretaceous. And he's also anywhere from 18 to 20 meters long, which means he's even more durable than what he was in Jurassic Park 3, because in Jurassic Park 3, when the full-grown T-Rex bit his neck, he only had a tiny bit of blood on his neck that healed right away. But in Camp Cretaceous, when a much stronger T-Rex bit his neck, there was no blood or scars at all on him, which shows he's way more durable than what he was in Jurassic Park 3, which puts his durability way above the Dominion Giga. And he's also quite larger than the Dominion Giga, as he's minimum 18 meters in Camp Cretaceous, maximum 20 meters, while the Dominion Giga is minimum 15.5 meters and maximum 18.5 meters. The Camp Cretaceous Spinosaurus weighs more than the Dominion Giga. It has much stronger and longer arms and claws. It's way more brutal and way more aggressive than the Jurassic World Dominion Giganotosaurus. It has way more fighting experience. It has better battle IQ. It's also smarter than the Jurassic World Dominion Giga, as the Dominion Giga doesn't appear that smart. It also has a lot more feats too. It also killed a stronger T-Rex than the Giga did, faster than the Giga did, even while being weakened by mind control. So we have to keep that in mind too. And it's been said by the Jurassic Park 3 filmmakers that the Spinosaurus actively hunted down multiple Rexes and could kill more than just one Rex at once. And he's also known as the T-Rex killer. So this is just as canon as the Giga taking on the buck and the doe at the same time and coming out on top. The only advantages the Dominion Giga has over the Camp Cretaceous Spinosaurus is bite force, armor, speed, agility, spikes, and that's all. The Dominion Giga's bite force isn't even as strong as Rexy or Big Edie's bite force, and Big Edie's bite force couldn't even make a scar on the Camp Cretaceous Spinosaurus. So Spinosaurus is definitely more powerful than the Jurassic World Dominion Giganotosaurus. And whether you choose to accept this or not, the Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Spinosaurus is in fact the strongest dinosaur of the Jurassic World franchise and would demolish the Indominus-Rex low to mid diff and would beat the Jurassic World Dominion Giganotosaurus with mid to high diff. The Giga just doesn't have enough feats to beat the Camp Cretaceous Spinosaurus. However, the Jurassic World Dominion Giganotosaurus definitely would give the better fight than the Indominus-Rex would. Also, Colin Trevorrow, the director of Jurassic World Dominion and the creator of the Jurassic World Dominion Giga and the Jurassic World Indominus-Rex, said that the story has literally told us that the Spinosaurus is the most powerful dinosaur in the Jurassic franchise. And even Evolution 2 makes the Spinosaurus beat the Dominion Giga and Indominus-Rex with base Canon stats used. Also, in my recent video, Spinosaurus versus Indom and Spinosaurus versus Giga, I provided even more evidence to why Spinosaurus slams both of them in a fair 1v1, so please check them out. And there you have it, the top 5 most powerful dinosaurs in the Jurassic franchise based off the 100% canon evidence. Now, something else I want to mention, Big Edie and Little Edie only made the Spinosaurus retreat, as the Spinosaurus was way more mind controlled than all of the other dinosaurs, and the Spinosaurus, ever since he was mind controlled, he wasn't able to eat, sleep, lie down, making him exhausted. Also, the moment the Spinosaurus was freed from mind control, 2 seconds after that, giving him no time to react and no time to know what's going on, gets charged by Big Edie. And when he gets slammed into the tree, he shakes his head like, what is happening? Then he roars at Big Edie, knocks him down, and falls on his sail, making him even more injured, which makes him retreat. So yeah, he was tired, confused, had no idea what was going on. He was dizzy and also very hungry because he hasn't eaten in days, and very tired, which is why he wasn't able to fight in that scene. If you just wake up from mind control, or wake up from sleepwalking, or wake up from a coma, and you haven't, ate or slept in days, you would also retreat from a fight as well. It would make you weak, dizzy, tired, sick, and much more. Also, in this scene, you can clearly see the Spinosaurus wasn't even trying to fight Big Edie at all, as he didn't use his arms in this scene as well, didn't attempt to do the neck snap, nothing. He just wasn't able to fight because he wasn't in the mood to fight based off the situation he was in. And he still wasn't even injured, died, while Giganotosaurus wasn't being weakened or exhausted by mind control and fought a T-Rex out of its prime and a blind Therizinosaurus, and not just got injured, but also died. While the Spinosaurus, even when he wasn't at potential in this scene either, he wasn't injured and didn't die, nothing. Which is more proof why the Spinosaurus beats the Giga, because Giga couldn't even survive a super old T-Rex and blind Therizinosaurus, while Spinosaurus easily survived 2 T-Rex in their prime, even after just waking up, starving, exhausted, and dizzy and confused from mind control. Which means the final battle in Camp Cretaceous proves absolutely nothing, since Big Edie cheated, as she went for the Spinosaurus when he wasn't able to fight due to mind control. And sure, you could argue saying Big Edie was mind controlled as well, but number one, she wasn't nearly as much mind controlled as him. She had plenty of time to recover, eat, sleep, and she was fully ready for combat. That's why Big Edie had the upper hand in that fight, because the Spinosaurus was just wearing off from mind control when he got attacked. Now, see, if it was the season 4 Camp Cretaceous Spinosaurus versus Big and Little Edie, when the Spinosaurus there was at full potential, he would have won, no diff then, because he was ready for combat in that season due to no mind control on him. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Take care, everyone.